Hello!
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to our second lunch break.
Yeah, even though it's more like dinner, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
What did you think?
I
Of-
freaking loved it.
Yeah?
it was amazing.
Good! Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. I looked forward to every game.
Reese and I were both crying.
I know. Heckin'.
Just-
Oof.
The best part about that was the fact that was, I literally messaged Riley in the middle of us leaving the Fey Realm, and I was like, hey, what if Finley just died?
What if Finley just heckin' died? Yeah.
No foreplanning, just all of a sudden, you know what we need?
You played it out so well, though.
I know, it sounds like I planned it seasons in advance. I
Seasons!
I had a plan for if Finley died or if he lived, and I had explanation for if Finley survived the end of the Fey Realm or if Finley died. So I figured I should be prepared for all the eventualities.
I mean, considering it is Monster of the Week, and it's highly likely at any point that one of us will die.
Though
I should
y'all
hope.
just okay. First of all, I want to get out ahead of everything and say, even though it's been a bit, we're already like 2 minutes in. I want to get out ahead of everything and say that this is not the end of Eden's Grove. This is just the end of season 1 of Eden's Grove. I would like to split Eden's Grove into 3 seasons so that I can, workshop some stuff, better create monsters, better write the story, and it gives me time to rest and not be the DM. And each season will be dedicated to a specific character. So this season was Finley, next season will be Sheena,
Woo!
and the final season will be Luke's.
You couldn't see me, but I just dabbed.
Yeah, for sure, you monster. Also, I would like to get out here and say that I am disappointed in Puck's overall performance. Like, I set him up to be the cool final boss, and I gave him all of these incredible powers, and then he just goes and heckin' dies on me, like, doesn't even try.
We'd been saving up all of our good rolls.
It was
Every
insane.
time you had us re-roll and we got higher, that was so good.
Yes, like, that's heckin'. I think I might rewrite that move for other monsters where you have to take the lower one. But yeah, that was just a perfect storm of y'all rolling incredibly and Finley's anti-fairy stuff and all your anti-fairy weapons coming to head. It was brutal. Like, I kicked your ass all season with minion monsters.
Yeah.
Like minion monsters. I was telling this to our guest star, Justin. Like, the Crooked Men, they're not strong. They are very weak. They're like baby minions, like the Fresno Nightcrawlers. But the fight against those 3 Crooked Men went so poorly for you guys that you were just terrified of them and assumed they were badass.
I mean, also, we kind of ended up killing each other in that one, so...
Yeah.
We
like-
kept getting, hurting each other, yeah.
It's the greatest thing. Like, you were terrified of all the minion monsters and all the weak things, and then y'all get to Puck, who is the final boss, and, just wipe the floor with him. You didn't even break a sweat.
No.
It wasn't even that long of a fight.
I was actually a little sad because, while it did play out so well, and Finley, your ending was so good. Like, your final words to Puck was amazing. But, I wish it would have gone just one more round, because when it got to my turn again, I wanted to rally all of the goblins and, riot, and just, kick the door down and be like, guys, we're rioting!
I'm gonna be honest with you, that would have made the situation so much worse for you guys.
I understood. I felt like you had that vibe. And I'm sorry, but I'm so proud of Luke just coming in, straight up,
Heckin'
the real Finley that's not a changing, starts coming up, and then Luke's just they
They just step back.
Look at this. Heckin' Puck had 10 health and +2 armor.
Ooh.
Oh.
Puck could cast spells and couldn't fail at casting spells. Puck has control over plant life, animals, and fey creatures. Puck can teleport by touching plants.
Oh.
When you roll to attack Puck, you take a -1 to it.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Puck can levitate and turn invisible at will, and Puck can make the hunters roll any moves made in his presence once per person. He has 3 attacks. One is Fairy Kiss, which stuns you. He has a magical dagger that ignores armor, and he has an area attack where he just makes all the plants in the area just explode and go buck wild.
Oh.
And it does 3. Like, he was set up to murder
Wait.
you guys.
Wait, so that third skill, or that third spell, could that have just exploded Finley? Because Finley's wood. He's a tree.
It would not have worked on Finley like that. It would have done some damage, though. It
Okay.
wouldn't have been good for Finley, yeah.
Okay.
That's alright though, Finley wouldn't have died.
Yeah, because Finley just has that move where I don't die when I'm fighting. Like,
Yeah.
just, anyway.
Which
I just
we
want
will
to say...
have to discuss when I rewrite Finley for the new character next season.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
real
not gonna
Finley
do
has...
it here on.
Yeah, real Finley does not have that skill.
Yeah. Which, it makes sense.
We can talk about what moves carry over and stuff off screen, but yeah.
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 Um,
I'm so scared for the next season.
Oh, God.
That's my season.
Okay, but Jamie, that soundtrack you made, it slaps. Like, holy crap.
it's so good.
Thank you.
I literally was in class listening to it, like, in one earbud as my professor was giving a lecture. I was just, like, jamming out to it quietly in the little corner.
I bought music loops to try and make a track for Sheena, and the track I bought did not work. It didn't have any Japanese stuff that I liked in it. So I'm like, okay, I am going to scrounge the internet for free loops I can use.
That's a mood.
Also, I just want to put this out here. Did you guys know you only managed to kill 4 monsters that entire season?
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, considering that, like, how many we have? 17 episodes. Technically, like,
that's a big difference.
8 because we split them in half. So 8 technically 8 sessions, and so 4 monsters isn't that bad.
Hey, does this mean we finished I Hate Fairies?
This does mean you guys finished I Hate
Oh.
Fairies.
I'm
Oh.
gonna highlight that. It's done.
Yeah, good job. Hey.
Our first an entire season, and we've only actually finished
Yeah.
one.
First of all, I wanted to make fun of you guys because you only managed to kill Spring-Heeled Jack, Mothman. Also, y'all barely get credit for Mothman. Danimal did
That's
Mothman.
fair.
My friend Michelle was very upset about the Mothman situation.
I was too. I didn't want Danimal to do that thing he did, and guess what? Tell that friend of yours it gets worse.
Oh no.
It's gonna be, if you think killing Mothman is bad, you're gonna be so mad when you find out what Danimal does with the corpse.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, that's a thing in Eden's Grove. You have to be careful about who you give corpses to. Like,
You
this
can only give corpses to Henry. He's the only one who can be trusted.
this bit kind of runs on a Japanese RPG style. Like, the currency you guys are working with are the bodies of dead monsters, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you can trade them to certain people to get things and stuff. But also, like, depending on who ends up getting certain things, like, stuff will advance in the world, and, like, people will get abilities and powers and access to things that they didn't have before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Season 2, there's gonna be some more Mothman stuff that we're gonna get to. So, yeah, you guys only managed to kill Spring-Heeled Jack, Mothman, Grendel,
Hey, Grundle,
Yeah, it's a minion. Grendel is a minion monster, and Puck, also known as Peter Pan, also known as Robin Goodfellow, also known as the Jester, also known as the Archfey.
Yeah.
May he rest in heckin' Doritos. Does
think-
any?
I have an idea for our quest tracker. Currently it's just like a bunch of random stuff, like Wormwood Carpentry and Wood Finery. Seraphiel once again says "don't" in all caps, and that's not really a quest.
That's not a quest. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
I
a
was
mystery tracker. It's not
It was-
a quest.
It was a mystery when you guys didn't know it was like super demons.
yeah.
I don't know if I think we can take that off.
I was gonna say
Okay.
Luke has
But, like-
gotten they're really demony.
Can we just like
If you can leave it highlighted and you could like redefine it if you want to like specify what you want to find, like what Wormwood is trying to do.
Yeah. Like I think we should do
Leave
that for
that
maybe
there.
all of them, so that it can be like more like Skyrim, where it's like this person asked you to do this, or you found this weird thing. What does it mean?
Okay.
all right. Well, you should be the one to set that
Yeah.
up then.
I'm gonna go down the mystery tracker and ask you guys like what your theories are, and then I asked you guys to prepare some questions and stuff about the season, and we could go over that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, main quest. Also, I want to get this out. Y'all kind of forgot that Eden's Grove is a normal town, and that this is a
Yeah.
world that this is like a normal world setting, and that all the supernatural stuff is like not normal and unusual. I just want to throw that out there because I thought y'all were being cool about stuff, but it turns out you were just walking around with weapons drawn and chainsaws and flagrant view.
Well, we never saw the normal part of Eden's Grove. We only saw the monster parts and the monster hunters. So we thought that was the norm.
Because
yeah, you
that's
kind of
your
introduced
job.
it as a town of monster hunters, so we're
Yeah.
like, all right.
I mean, the premise is that there's a bunch of monster hunters here because there are all these people being drawn to it.
Yeah.
The town is full of normal people. You just are only spending time with the monster hunting community because,
Well,
like,
I mean, like, even with us being in the middle of town, the only normal person we ever met was the old guy that Sheena ate.
That is true.
yeah, but like you have to keep in mind that this. I guess that's on me. I will be more clear about it. But like the town is full of normal people. When you're walking down the street, there's just like it's filled with normal people. Cars are driving by.
You
Like,
should just
there
have
are-
a cop roll by, and like we all have to roll deception or something.
Yeah, there are just people
Yeah.
living their lives that have no idea what's happening.
See, that's the thing. You never say like, "Oh, as you walk down the street, these people look at you weird."
Yeah.
I
just-
said because I thought y'all were being cool about it.
No!
Like
No.
I specified in the first few episodes and when we were setting up the premise that like this was a
You
like a
think
normal
we
town.
remember that?
Riley, I wasn't even here.
Yeah, okay. I just as long as you admit that the problem is with you.
Sheena tried to be cool about it by hiding her katana under her skirt, but as soon as she lost the katana, she kind of lost all sense of just hiding everything.
No,
And now she's got this crossbow with eyes on it,
Yeah.
and she's got this giant dripping sword of poison.
yeah.
Anyways,
I will be a better GM
You
about
didn't
it in the
even
next
notice
season.
until I was like, no, Luke has this chainsaw strapped to his back.
Yeah, because why would you be walking around with drawn weapon anyway?
A chainsaw has more than one
You-
use as a weapon.
just- Y'all
I want
dumbasses.
to say the reason that we kept doing it was because nothing happened
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we were doing
There
it.
were
It
no
was like-
consequences.
there were no consequences.
I just
to-
assumed y'all were being smart, but I shouldn't have. I will be more aware of that in the future.
Never assume that we are smart.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and maybe that's on me for running a mystery-driven game where it's really become Riley tells you what the clues are and then tells you how to put them together. I'm gonna be better about that.
They all drink their idiot juice in the morning like good dumbasses. They all drink it.
Yeah.
Not even just them. We are not smart.
Anyway, a note for the future.
Hey, I know the solution to this. There's a mist that envelops anything that's magical, and Just steal
the
it from every other
the classic young adult novel solution. Anyway,
Anyways,
so some
let's
stuff.
get back to the list.
Yeah. No, this is good lunch break stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to say, in the future, keep those things in mind
Yeah.
for season 2.
It'll be easy for me to do it with the new Finley because it'll be a different person. And
There will be less of me solving mysteries for you and more of actual consequences for y'all just walking around a normal town with, like, swords and shit drawn.
I need to figure out where to put the crossbow and the sword.
Yeah, you can't fit all of that under that skirt.
I genuinely just think Luke would have it and like give an explanation like there are a whole bunch of trees and I live here.
I'm the official tree cutter for the city. Back off. Okay.
pretty sure you need a permit for that.
Maybe we'll all just put it into.
We should just keep track of what is currently on our character and say that pretty much
Yeah.
anything else is like in Finley's car.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay. So the main quest: investigate the mystery surrounding Eden's Grove and the supernatural that it draws to it. Do you guys have any theories? Do you guys have any ideas about what's happening?
I have no frickin' idea.
It might have something to do with the hole in the woods.
Oh, I was thinking the way the town looks like an eye, like because of all Luke's dreams.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
but-
stuff happening.
But like, there's also the thing that we mentioned with Justin's character. The squirrel led him out to the
Oh.
woods.
Oh my gosh, there was such a big clue with Justin's guest star character,
Yeah.
and you missed it. I'm so sorry.
Luke didn't roll well enough.
Luke didn't roll well enough, like, multiple times. Like, I wanted so bad for Luke to get that thing, and Luke just didn't, and I'm sorry.
No, like I had Riley. It was like during all the fight scenes, Luke got real good, but the moment he wasn't fighting anymore, Luke was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
weird.
What is sword?
No, like he got yeeted by Sheena
Yes.
and like cut a dude in like a V and he's like, that was great. But then like I roll and I got a 2 for trying to figure out why
Pretty
Seneca
much.
looked familiar.
Yeah. The two submissions, Wibbly Wobbly, time and space works differently here than normal, and the man calling himself Hercules seems to have an idea why. And then who's that monster hunter? There are several people and monsters with the name of mythical or literature figures. That's part of the mystery. No theories on that yet, I assume?
Not quite. We haven't really delved into
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna be like,
and
Yeah,
currently Hercules is missing.
Yeah, that was a punishment for a bad roll, at a certain point.
Which did not affect us at all.
Yeah, I should have been maybe more clear, but I kind of like the idea that it was a mystery that you guys had to uncover, and you know what? I don't apologize for that.
I have something to add to Wibbly Wobbly, though. We now know that Brana knows.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I added that to it. So we can maybe just talk to her.
them.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Hercules got kidnapped as punishment for a bad roll at one point.
He's back, he's fine.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Missing person. Henry is in town looking for his younger brother Edmund. Despite reports saying Edmund is in town, Henry has yet to see him. Y'all should do that one. That's a fun quest.
yeah, I really want to get on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, where do you think Edmund is? Where do you think
And I
he's
mean,
hanging
he
out?
went
Yeah, that was a thing. One of the things that happened to Henry was that, Edmund robbed him.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start the next session, the next season 2 with missing person.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have the first quest that you guys are going to
Ah, okay.
do.
Second quest then.
Yes,
And actually,
it can be the
this
second.
is something I wanted to ask. How much time is going to pass between this season and the next? Is it just going to be like we're going to start off immediately where they're on the street, or are they going to go home and
no,
sleep? Or
I was going to give it a time skip. I was thinking a month or so.
okay,
Yeah.
because
Enough time so that Finley could get
Yeah.
adjusted.
You guys get acquainted with the town and get set up. I need time for the surviving Fae people to integrate with the city and set up shop. The goblins are going to start a shop you guys can go to, and it's going to be excellent. There's going to be a whole
Oh wait, I just had a great idea. 3 goblins stacked on top, maybe more than 3. Many goblins stacked on top of each other in a trench coat.
I
Yes.
can't do. I've already done that character in a D&D session I run with the Wests. I can't do it again. I'm sorry.
Like, how will the normal people in Eden's Grove know?
Know about the shop?
Like, they're gonna go in and see a bunch of little gremlins?
Oh no, they're not going to be catering to them. They're going to be catering to like the cool monster hunters that will let them live and other monsters mostly.
I can't wait to see Buddy again.
But
They are going to be continuing the thing you guys saw briefly that the elves were doing and also the Jorogumo were doing of just like collecting random junk for a purpose you guys haven't figured out yet.
To sell it.
And yeah, basically they will be selling junk to monsters for a reason. Sheena is on the search for creatures like her in Eden's Grove, and Sheena has met a fellow Jorogumo, who claims there's a group inside Eden's Grove which she has asked for help with. We saw these guys a little bit in Sheena's nightmares, especially towards the end of the season. There's going to be a lot to do with spiders in the next season, so hope you guys are cool with that.
Hold on to your pants, everyone.
yay.
Remember, if you have arachnophobia, we will not be visually actually
Yes.
seeing anything.
Yeah, good.
No.
This
And,
is
you
a
know,
podcast.
They won't have spider heads. They will have, like, hot ladies where a spider face would be, so, like, I don't know. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Just try to ignore the spider legs. Think of a
Yeah.
hot woman.
Just focus on the hot person.
And that's how people were eaten by Jorgumos.
It's
Yep, that's
literally
the whole
how it
point.
works, actually, now that I thought about it. The lodges, Frankenstein's monster, and all the werewolves. What do you think's up with that? What
Luke
did we
knows.
learn?
I mean, Luke knows that Adam Frankenstein, because that's his name. Thanks, is making another body.
That's later on the list, yes.
Yeah, he's building a bride and he stole your hair.
Yeah.
Also, his assistant is Percy, the guy that runs
Yeah.
the bookshop.
Yeah.
So that's why he heckin' was giving you the cold shoulder. 'Cause he works for a monster, and monster hunters came in and demanded his books on magic.
Except
So-
that we are all monsters.
Yeah.
Wait, Finley's the only one who isn't a monster now.
Yep.
That's true.
Ah,
Remember when Riley said that Luke was originally, but now it's Finley? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mystery you guys should probably be thinking about.
Yeah. Considering.
What happens if they meet Grendel's mother again?
Oh yeah, that's another thing that we're gonna have to be dealing with in the second season, is Grendel's mother coming for revenge. That'll be fun. She's got new powers and everything. It's gonna be great.
It's not gonna be Finley.
She goes after. That was a changeling, huh? We already tried that before. No, seriously, that was a changeling. I've never met you in my life.
I mean, wouldn't Grendel's mother know about this Finley?
Yeah, she does.
oh, that's gonna be interesting. You probably still have holding in the fairy world.
I mean,
Not that there's much of a fairy world.
probably more like a Prince Zuko situation, but
Yeah.
Oh no! You have to reclaim your honor. Where's the
I meant more like
avatar?
the banished prince, but okay.
Quest number 9, the warped lamppost. There's a lamppost that has been warped out of shape on the outskirts of town. What's up with that? It's even more warped now. How do you feel? What did we learn? How did we solve this mystery?
It's this big entity. That's where all the crooked men are coming from. But Luke hasn't talked about the dreams,
It's true.
which I actually think that's an interesting dynamic because, like, it changes things. Like, we have all these clues, and then Luke's just not saying everything.
Yeah.
But, like, dang, yeah, that thing kind of creeps me out. I'm not a fan.
Which one? You've met a couple people in your dreams, bud.
Well, no, actually, Luke has only met, like, the person that
You've met the gray fuzzy person. You saw they were building something, and then you met the blob creature that was like made out of all the crooked men.
Yeah, it's just
Lucas had some pretty dope dreams.
I know.
Yeah. If you get fully corrupted, Luke, you don't get to have those dreams anymore.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, Finley's gonna be having those dreams next season.
What?
Yeah.
Well, because Finley's the human one now.
Well, okay, Riley, how much is the corruption? Like when fully
Um,
corrupted? I don't know this, so
Let me check the notes.
It's at 5.
it's at 5 right now, but I don't know what fully corrupted is.
Well, you don't get to know.
Yeah, it's at 5, and spoiler alert, the list, like, the bar doesn't go much farther than 5.
No.
Oh man.
You're a vampire now.
Considering it's Monster of the Week, I would assume they normally are very, very
Yeah,
low.
it doesn't go much higher than 5. That's all I'll say. We talked a little bit about Grendel's mother in the lake wanting revenge. The Denny's. How do y'all feel about the Denny's? Let's just sit back and let's really visit how you're feeling about that whole episode and scene.
I mean, you can't feel terrified because we don't remember.
I know. How do you, the players, how do you, the players,
Oh.
feel?
I am terrified, yes.
This is those talk shows where the person talks to the actors about what happened to the characters. So
I ate a boy.
You ate
did.
the
You
boy.
ate Luke.
The only boy in the team,
No, Justin was there for a bit.
but he wasn't there then, and he's not here
Yeah.
now.
It's true.
Seneca was side boy.
I freaking want more Seneca. We gotta bring Seneca back.
We do.
Seneca was a delight.
Or think of this: another friend of ours.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah, let's
have
maybe try a different
guest star
Yeah.
every quarter.
Rowan mentioned you have some people that said they'd like to be guest stars.
What?
Yeah.
That's dope.
There's literally a D&D club at my school with like tons of people, so
Okay. You have nothing to say about the Denny? Okay. Wormwood Carpentry and Wood Finery?
We are terrified of the Denny's. Moving on.
Yeah, okay. That all you have for the Dunnies is fear.
Yes.
Wormwood
Anytime you
Carpentry.
traumatized us. Every time we
Good.
look at a Denny's now, we are terrified.
Good. That's what I was trying to do. Wormwood. How do y'all feel about the demons?
Sheena does not want to go there for fear of upsetting her father.
I mean, obviously Luke doesn't really care.
I hope I struck the right chord of charming and kind of unsettling with them.
No, you did.
Oh, it's
like
so good.
the way you have him talk when he's like just going off like an auctioneer but like also being like, "Oh, you're handsome." It fits.
Mm-hmm.
And like and like like when he's like, "It can kill Al." Like, yeah, no. You got it.
I wanted him to I was thinking about Bartimaeus Wormwood a lot, and like this thing I kept coming back to is I wanted him to have this kind of smarmy charisma of where like this is a bad person and he does bad things, but he just seems too like irascible and like mischievous. You're just like, you.
He's too charismatic.
Oh shucks. Don't let me catch you doing it again.
Yeah, and like Luke doesn't care because like he's not overly religious.
Mm-hmm.
And so for him, he's like, it's a good place to get weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And like I know the process, so
Yeah.
and it doesn't require actual money because I don't have a
No,
lot.
I'm never going to make you guys trade in actual money. It will always be monster corpses, or in the rare cases, stats and things like that. Fairy heads. I think we can get rid of this one because like it's not really a mystery. It's just a thing that is true. Is people barter and resources.
Yeah.
You're not using money. That's just a thing. Ooh, black feathers. Raphael has black feathers. What's up with that? What do you guys think is up with that?
It's like, well, isn't
He's
it?
being bad.
I was gonna say, isn't it because angels like aren't demons just fallen angels? And so
Yeah.
yeah, like with that, and he has a few black feathers because he was out in the woods doing some murder.
doing sins.
That is something that I kind of want to do more with Sheena, because Sheena does really like Raphael, so I kind of wanted to have like a scene of her going to talk to him.
Yeah.
And like, but I think that he's slowly becoming a demon. Like it's slowly like the slow process.
Yeah.
Okay. We already talked about Frankenstein and Frankenstein's bride, Percy.
Yeah, but why our hair is a good question. Why our
Yeah,
hair?
why did he take your guys' hair? What do you think?
He's making a wife. He needs to find one with the right DNA.
I mean, like, with that though, it just like hair though. Why hair out of all the?
Because hair's an easy thing to get DNA from.
I just get the feeling of in the Adventure Zone when you find out that Garfield the Deals Warlock is secretly.
Is Frankenstein gonna make clothes? That's what I'm thinking. Is Adam Frankenstein gonna be making clothes? And like clones?
Certainly a good question to ask.
I don't even know how that would work with Sheena. Would it just like make a spider? Or would it make a normal person? Or would it make a Jorogumo? Because she's not technically a pure-blooded Jorogumo. She's just got fused with a spider.
Yeah. How do roommate Luke and Carmilla now live together above the Red Wine Lounge, and it is an experience to say the least. Corruption tracker is at 5 points out of question mark.
Luke has no clue.
Oh, yeah. Some thoughts. We might need to talk about Luke changing classes to becoming the monstrous.
I know, but
And maybe Sheena moving over to becoming like the spell slinger or the spooky or something. Maybe you all shift over.
Maybe all of us shift over next season.
and I mean it would make sense because like they're changing, like even
Quite
Sheena's
possibly.
changing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like with her dreams, because like she's not human, you say, so the nightmares are different.
Hunters found. Caleb McGee deceased. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember this.
It was the Caleb McGee
The wallet we
the
found.
wallet.
Oh, he was the one that left the letter.
Yeah.
Okay, now I
Yeah.
remember. Okay, yeah.
He's the guy
Um,
in the fairy realm
That Luke cuts in half.
that I yeeted at you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing that should be mentioned. Maddened Hunters. Something is driving hunters insane.
Oh yeah.
That's a thing. And then Monster Corpses, what did Danimal do with the Mothman? That's a meta quest. Okay. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to do. I wanted to go over the note. Oh, heckin', you have so many people coming for revenge.
Oh no.
You didn't kill the fox, you didn't kill the kitsune, so she's coming back.
Oops.
The Crooked Woman was banished, so the Crooked Woman and the Flail Abomination are coming back. And Grendel's mother are coming back too.
Oh.
We pissed off a lot of women.
You really have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of powerful, angry women in this game.
You haven't pissed off this one yet, but that's fine. Ah, yes, another thing that we have to figure out. The leggies.
Mm-hmm.
We need to roll for that at the beginning of the next session.
I might rework the mechanics of that between seasons.
Considering that there's no way, like, yeah. You have
Yeah.
15, Jamie.
Yeah.
Like, maybe instead of rolling 2 6-sided dice and then based off that, with the minus 13 or whatever. What is it at?
It's
minus
minus the
15.
number. I might rework that. I didn't expect you.
Maybe it's just like I roll a d6 and then that's how many are there.
I might like have you roll flat, and if you get a success, there's no more. If you get a mixed success, maybe there's one more, and if you get a failure,
Okay.
then you roll the thing.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that.
I know you have something planned with them and I am terrified.
I do. And it's not even that much of a secret. It's kind of just like a thing that's been true about them since their inception, and you just haven't worried about it too much.
Because I love them. They're my babies.
You sweet, dumb idiot. Okay. I asked you guys to come up with some like end of the season questions, maybe that you wanted to ask me or each other. I've pretty much gone over everything I wanted to. So, is there anyone who'd like to go first?
I had some questions about the town.
Yeah, go for it, Thug.
How long has Eden Grove been around in this world?
That's a good question.
That's part of the mystery, and I cannot say.
Alright. Maybe I should just make a list here of questions then?
Yeah, you should say that. That's the thing you should ask.
I have a question based off that.
Okay, go for it.
How long have we been in Eden's Grove?
You've been in Eden's Grove for a few weeks now. I'd say maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months.
Like a week per session?
Yeah, I'd say there's been like a day or two, like a handful of days between like the big events.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some quests have taken like a period of a few days. So yeah.
You've mentioned, so you have the mystery of that you can't tell us about how long Eden Grove's been there, but
Yeah.
you mentioned once about a cat, like the date in Eden's Grove.
Yeah, Justin made a good point of like, what year is it? And I'm like, that's an excellent question. No one's looked at a calendar or thought to ask that.
So like, is that gonna be like in the game? Like,
yeah, that's the thing. If you guys like, this was going to be a thing. If you ever looked at a calendar or like had your like wondered to me what year it is. So I might as well just come out with it. You guys don't know what year it is? It's unclear.
Like at all?
No, and you don't know what month it is either.
Oh.
We've talked a little bit about how time is weird in Eden's Grove.
yeah.
And that will continue to be a thing. Time is weird in Eden's Grove, and it doesn't have it doesn't have months or years per se. This is good. I'm glad I can get some stuff out open
Yeah.
into the yeah.
Well, I assume you probably won't answer my other question, which is, who runs the town? Where is the town hall? Is there a mayor? Are
Yeah,
there
no,
elections?
there's a mayor.
Do you
Yes.
pay
We've talked about
taxes? Is this town
Mhm.
on the map?
Yeah, the map that Justin made is amazing. It's gorgeous, but also we can't understand it at all. There's no names on it.
Yeah.
There's nothing titled.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him to like, cause in the rough draft he did title them, cause I told him where the things are, and so we might get an updated map, where like it's more clear about where
Okay.
is everything. There is a town hall. There is a mayor.
Yeah.
You have not met them yet.
Constantine's
I
the
kind of
mayor's
expected
wife.
you guys, like, one of the first things you guys would do is go to the mayor and be like, hey,
No.
y'all know what's up? But no,
Why
you
would
did
we
not.
go to the authority?
Yeah. Why would we do, Riley?
We are the authorities.
Pretty much.
Luke drove around with a chainsaw. Why would we go to the authorities?
Riley, you should have us get arrested.
You should. I want you to get us arrested.
You have seen the sheriff at the Red Wine Lounge multiple times.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sheriff Georgina Dubain.
Oh, right, yeah. That sounds familiar.
You should. I'm surprised none of us have been arrested yet. Just first thing that happens, just you're under arrest.
I really should have taken that into account. But yeah, y'all have not met y'all have not bumped into the mayor yet, which is sad. I love him. He's a very good character. And he might have a lot to say, and he might have nothing to say.
I mean, yeah, and I'm excited.
Yeah, he's a interesting character. He's out there. You had other questions. You said who runs the Rowan. You had some other questions about the town's government.
Yeah. Just, like, is there a mayor? Are there elections? Like...
Yes, normally there's elections. People remember an election. There is a mayor. I can tell you his name if you want.
I think we should just find out in the story.
I mean, I
Okay.
feel like at this point it probably would have been mentioned at some point and our characters know about it, but
Yeah, you probably maybe have heard about it.
yeah. We just haven't met them in person.
If you guys want to vote for the name reveal of the mayor.
I vote yes.
Yeah.
I vote no, but that's just because, I don't know, I'm going to be playing a different character who wouldn't know anyway, so...
That's true.
That is very true.
Okay.
I mean, maybe
I-
he would know.
I will go halfway. I will not reveal the entire name. But his first name is Humphrey.
Aw.
Humphrey. And his wife is Constance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna think about that.
Okay. I have a Sheena question.
Go for it.
When she switches to the Spellslinger, would it take off her cursed skill and need to feed on things?
Maybe we could talk about that. When you transfer over, you get to keep some moves and and
Okay.
you lose others. It depends. We could definitely talk about what stuff would stay, what stuff would go. Also, depending on how you make that transition.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull up the thing.
I have quite a few character questions, so I don't know if anyone else wants to ask more.
That's understandable. I don't really have anything else. A lot happened to your character that we need to go over.
Yeah. Mine's mostly just stuff so I can kind of get a stable backstory for the new Finley. Who raised them?
They were taken at a very young age, and they were raised their entire life in the Fey realm of Eden's Grove. They were raised by a mix of Puck, who was ostensibly like their authoritarian figure, but they were raised basically by a staff of elves and like nurses and nannies and things like that. They didn't have a super solid parental figure so much as a staff that trained them up, and then basically like they always were under the impression that Puck was their boss. And there were other people in the Fey realm that y'all didn't get to meet. Some of which survived, some of which didn't. Who like Oberon is a thing.
Alright.
But yeah, for the most part, it was like a revolving door of like it was like a staff of elves.
Yeah. Alright. My second question is, what did they learn? Like, we know they learned a lot of fighting and pretty much like every weapon, it
Mhm.
sounds like. But what else do you learn in the Fey realm? Do you learn a lot about the modern world, or?
What are the pronouns for real Finley?
Still they.
Still, yeah, okay. They basically kept an eye on Eden's Grove and, like, the outside world, so they have basic understanding of what's happening, but they don't have, street-level knowledge. Like, they know how government works. They know that this is America. They know this is the state Idaho. They know that Eden's Grove is a normal town that is beset by all manner of monsters, and no one super knows why. I think a thing Real Finley would have pieced together is, like, the more powerful the monster, the more information they seem to have, or at least an inkling of what's going on. Like, Puck had an idea of what was happening. Not that Puck ever shared that information with Finley.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Like, the elves were gathering junk, just like the Jorogumo. A thing you'll notice is, like, a lot of monster factions that are organized, one of the things they're doing is they are, like, gathering just trash. And I don't think Real Finley necessarily knows why that's happening, but I think that Finley knows that there is an importance to certain items, generally the ones that are from outside Eden's Grove.
Alright.
So yeah, like, Real Finley can do math and read and stuff like that. And Real Finley is aware of the basic political situation, but, like, street-level view, like, who is Carmilla? Who is the sheriff?
Yeah.
Like, what's Van Helsing up to? Like, stuff like that would be past their knowledge.
Mhm.
Wait, does Real Finley know like electronics and stuff?
Yeah, they have an idea of it. I don't think they've ever, like, worked with advanced electronics. I think they know about it. Like, Real
They had a
Finley
flip
could...
phone.
Yeah, Real Finley could tell you what a computer is, but I don't think Real Finley's ever spent a lot of time on one.
Nah.
Yeah.
If anything, it might have been brought in with some of the junk, but considering it's junk.
Yeah.
Here's another question. What was it like in the Fey realm? Day-to-day, like, living.
Like, you kind of have an idea. Real Finley was pretty militant. They were basically a commander. They did patrols dealing with hunters that got into the fairy realm. There was a lot of studying. It was a lot of preparing, like, elves and scouting troops to head out into the real world and bring back stuff. They did a lot of hanging out with Puck and dealing with the other Fey political figures like Oberon or Titania. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And also they've probably talked to Ides. They probably know who Bronna Doyle is. They would know basically like faction leaders, like political maneuvering between the different factions in Eden's Grove. They would be aware of because they took part in it, even if it was like as a low-level bureaucrat, pretty much.
All right. That's all for the questions, except for this last one, which is, can you please have as many flashbacks as you want for Finley? Because I would love to.
Maybe your dreams can be flashbacks instead.
I will have to wait on that to hear how the goblin voices go over with the people that listen. If they can't handle the goblin voices, I might hold back on the flashbacks, or stick to ones
voices.
The goblin voices are so good.
Just have only elf Wait, you can't do elf flashbacks? That's not possible. Unless you can somehow imitate the sound of rushing water and
trees rustling.
Chirps.
All of Finley's dreams just have a background
Finley
of nature.
can speak Elvish.
Finley can speak Elvish, yes.
Oh. How do you make those sounds with your mouth, Finley?
With great difficulty.
That's literally just the entire meme.
I imagine it's very bad.
Finley is like the person who's all like, please excuse my bad accent. Elvish is not my native language.
Yeah. I'm sorry for describing such an esoteric language that is so hard for like human mouths to speak, but it's how Eden's Grove works. Eden's Grove is very esoteric and weird about a lot of stuff.
You make really cool stuff.
Yeah. I will be looking into why Finley would be getting the weird dreams and
that's maybe a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, I thought they would be specifically a Luke thing. I thought that was Luke's entire
I thought so too, and then
thing.
Riley's like, yeah, nah.
Me too! I definitely thought that would be Luke's whole thing until Luke started racking up those corruption points, and then it started becoming less, less Luke's thing. Because the thing that was true about Luke that got them that cool thing became less true.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Just me, literally, I'm so confused about my own character. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know anymore.
I want to see more of the church again.
Oh, that was good. I liked the church.
I freaking hated feeling so bad all the time. Just like so guilty. But also I loved it.
I'm very happy that I managed to get Seraphil's, like, disappointed father vibe down so well.
Oh, God. Every time I go back to, like, re-listen to it, I'm just like, no.
Hi, I'm Riley. I make a lot of NPCs with very specific vibes in mind, and then I worry all the time about being able to get across that specific characterization. It's all I ever do.
You're very good at it. You make us all feel guilty and horrible.
That's what he does.
I want more Raphael, though.
Hey, all you have to do is go back there.
But that means seeing Seraphil.
It does, bud. You don't get beaten down, sweet boy, without overbearing, like, disappointed father.
Oh, hey. I'm looking at the things for the monsters. Advanced improvements. And one of them is you free yourself from the curse.
There you go. That could be the
but I
thing
lose
you...
one weird.
Yeah, well, that could be the thing you do when you transfer over to the Spellslinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get rid of the curse, meaning you don't eat people.
I mean, I'll probably still eat people, just not good, innocent people. Maybe I'll eat a demon.
Oof. There are some rules for that are gonna be interesting if you do that. There'll be some things we need to rectify. Is there any other questions, or is there anything you guys would like to do in season 2, or some stuff you'd like to get across? If you guys want to have more of the mayor.
I do want us to get arrested.
I might have to have you guys do that.
Well, considering Luke was planning on busting in doors, he was gonna be okay, no, we need to talk about this.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because Luke's on a mission now. He's gonna figure out who the heck is.
Lovely.
You know what would be interesting? If we all got arrested, and then we all got put under house arrest, so it's just an episode just cutting to all of us stuck at home, trying to hide all this monster stuff that's happening in our lives.
That would be a nightmare to run.
Sheena trying to hide from this cop in her house, all the Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Oh, God.
That would be a nightmare.
Oh, that would be amazing and horrible.
like a actual nightmare.
I want to figure out something for Sheena, but I'll probably work on that on my own. And also kind of based off whatever happens next season.
Sure.
Because Finley's arc was so good, so I feel like I have to top that somehow.
I mean, I don't really know what's going on with Luke. I have no idea.
You've
Luke...
got a whole nother season to figure it out.
Yeah, and exactly.
2 seasons.
Yeah,
I got
that's what I mean. You have a whole season before you have to figure it out.
Yeah, It's just trying to figure it out though when it's this is my character and I have no clue what's going on.
Do you have any ideas? Any theories? This is what I was the most excited for, was you guys trying to piece together mysteries and stuff.
No, because a lot of the things with the closest one was the vampire thing, and I knew that. We had planned that earlier. But I don't know anything else because that's...
Yeah, it's harder for Luke because Luke is the only normal one.
Well, he was, but...
Was. Well, even still, you're still the most normal out of all of us. So it's hard to figure out what's going on with you that's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Luke, also Riley, we haven't addressed the whole Luke smells good deal. All the flirting.
Yeah, that's a thing that you should figure out while you still have it.
I think one of the reasons that we never got around to a lot of the quests and stuff was because this first season was mostly about us trying to just get into the mode of the world and trying to figure our characters out first.
Yeah.
And then in the next 2 seasons we'll actually be doing world building.
Yeah,
we were doing character building, next we'll do world.
Yeah, an example is Luke probably isn't I don't know if he's going to be staying with Carmilla because, he knows that he's getting bit at night, so that means it's not safe.
Would you like to stay with Sheena?
Sheena would eat him!
It's very possible.
That's the thing, I don't, just from, how he reacted to being told, you're turning into a vampire, he wouldn't stay. He would be I need to get my own place.
I feel like you wouldn't trust, the new Finley either, so you wouldn't want to stay with them.
No, he would get his own place. I think Luke would be
maybe you'll stay at the lodges.
Yo, Luke,
go live with werewolves.
Luke would love that. Let's be real here. Luke has been dying to see the werewolves forever.
Yeah, I remember that.
are they gonna react to I'm kind of vampire?
We're just gonna have a mini arc of just a classic young adult book over in the lodges with a vampire teenager who's very emo moves into a town of werewolves.
Oh my gosh, that is what it is. Oh, Eden's Grove is canceled. I'm disgusted with myself. I'm done.
We love you,
I'm
Riley.
done.
It's all right.
I'm taking all of Eden's Grove and I'm just throwing it in the garbage.
Not emo. No, he has a punk style, but he's not actually
Punk.
emo.
Okay, punk.
He's not even punk.
Whatever.
It's like he's trying, and he's not.
Dark and edgy.
Trying too hard.
Yeah, that's a better one. He's trying to.
Okay, but turning vampire has really topped it off.
Yeah, I know. Just
Okay. And we already talked about what the next season will be.
Yeah, Sheena.
I mean, the next season of Mark Experience is.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we went over that in an episode that hasn't come out yet.
Rowan's doing masks.
Mm-hmm.
Delinquent heroes. Okay, question. Okay, first of all, Luke, what level are you?
let me check. Let's check if Luke's even high enough.
Because I'm wondering if we're all just gonna switch over, like, over the break to a new class,
I think that might be fun.
or are we gonna do it in session?
I think session.
I think it might be fun because if there's a bit of a time skip. Also, you guys got pretty high in terms of level in this season.
Sheena's level 7. Oh,
Yeah.
you can't even do it yet, Luke.
Yeah, exactly. No, so for me, it would have to be in session if I
Yeah.
do get there. Yeah.
Or maybe you'll do it in the next break between 2 and 3.
Yeah, like if I do get there, it's not because
Finley will be level 6.
Yeah. Sheena's level 7 right now.
I might give you guys all a level for the month,
Riley.
but maybe.
No.
Okay. I don't think Luke wants to change yet.
No, yeah, I want because that's one of the things I want Luke's right. Like I want Luke to right now currently be like trying to figure out what the heck's going on because he doesn't want to be a vampire. Are you kidding?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? That's fair. If I do that, give you a level, and you guys all switch over, that does take away that mystery. And there's a lot of stuff you lose if you change classes. So I will. Yeah. You do not have to change that. You certainly have the right to try and cure yourself and not get corrupted all the way.
I don't know. Would it be better for Sheena to stay monstrous or switch to Spellslinger before the next season?
That's on you, bud. That's what you gotta decide. If Luke isn't changing over, but you know what? No, don't change over. Don't change over except for like if you do it on screen. I think there should be an arc about you curing yourself and moving on.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
thinking. Like that's why I was saying do it like on screen because I think it adds to the story. Like we're bringing in this new dynamic, and
Yeah.
like just switching it off, like kind of like it takes away from it because like oh what happened during like the month they were gone? Oh yeah, I did this and this. Like
Yeah. And I have been trying to do more magic stuff as kind of like a transition over to it.
exactly like
Yeah.
in canon it shows Sheena like went and made a potion. I mean she didn't use it, but like she went there.
Yeah.
She has it.
I still have it. Who wants
It-
1 HP and 1 minute of blindness?
Like exactly like it. Like she was starting to already, and like it would make more sense. And like with like the difference is Finley. We kind of saw that because our changeling Finley died.
Yeah.
So like with that one, that was in canon. It was like okay, now we have this completely different person.
Yeah.
They're gonna have different skill sets. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like what I'm saying is like
Yeah, it's just that I'm already level 7, and there's not much else I can do with Sheena whenever she levels up now. So basically I can only do like 3 more stat ups, and then that's it. I can't take any more skills. I can't take any more spells. That's it. I can only.
You can turn skills into or turn moves into advanced moves.
Mhm.
Nope. That was all that was in advanced moves that I saw.
No, advanced moves as in if you roll a 12, you get a bonus.
Oh, right. I guess so.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm so excited for the new Finley. Their theme this time is sunflowers.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what'd be interesting?
What?
One of the advanced moves is make a second hunter, and then that made me think of Little Sister.
Yeah,
And what if I just took her on? She just joins the team.
that's definitely a thing you could do. Uh-huh.
Just make Little Sister join the team.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like with our whole season 2 setup.
Oh, are y'all excited for the dragon? That's something I forgot to ask.
Oh yeah, the dragon!
Ooh, yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know. I think, did we get everything? Is there anything else?
I think so.
We
Yeah.
could be done for the night, yeah.
Yeah,
I am really excited.
I know.
Alright. See you all later for masks.
Yeah.
Hey Mark Experience audience, and welcome to the end credits. Thank you so much for listening to our show. If you want to see MXP art and laugh at the dumb jokes we make about our own show, you can find us on Tumblr at tumblr.com/blog/markexperience. If you like the music, you can buy it all at markexperience.bandcamp.com. And we also have merch at redbubble/people/mark-experience, where you can buy posters and shirts and stickers. If you want to donate so that we can create more content, you can head over to our Ko-fi account at ko-fi.com/Jamie Remy. That's spelled JAMIEREMY. That's my name. You can find this podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher, so listen wherever is easiest. Have fun browsing, and we'll see you next time.